If you guys want to know how to get the most amount of tomoes you could get in this game, I'm here for you guys, alright? I found out the best ways, which, by the way, is not too hard, honestly. So, as we already know, the Storm Hideout update, or the Naruto update, or Itachi update, or whatever you want to call it, came out. And I already finished all of these raids. It was fairly easy. The main thing is to use a Discord, but I'll get into that later on. But as you can see right here, these are the tomoes. You're gonna go ahead and go to the raid shop, and you're able to buy some new things for each raid. And I really love the way this is built now, because of course, you don't need no raid tickets. You don't have to wait every like 4 hours for a new raid to spawn, and then it turns out to be a hidden sand village raid, which was horrifying. So you could go ahead and choose which one you want. So they're making big moves. I love it. But basically, what you need to understand is that once you get those tomoes from each raid, you actually can buy these awakened tomoes in the shop. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why do I want to buy awakened tomoes when I could just save up for these evolution items? Well, you can do that. You can do that. But if you want to get as many as you can fast enough without having like OP traits like unique, divine, and all that, use your tomoes that you get from doing the raids and buy these tomoes right here, the awakened tomoes. Now, if you don't know what these guys do, they're basically like a relic, but if they were passive. So you don't have to go ahead and equip them. See, as you already see, I bought it. It's not in my inventory. But if I talk to them again, as you can see, capacity is 3 out of 3, meaning this is locked into the shop and it's passive. So if you multiply that by 3, I have 75% more damage on every unit in the Storm Hideout, which is pretty insane if you think about it. Now, this could stack all the way up to the triple awakened tomoe. So in total, you could have 75% here, 100% here, and then 100% here. So that's 275% damage increase. Now, with the amount that I have right now, let's multiply it. Let's do 140,000 for Metal Knight. Multiply that by 75%. That is an extra 105,000 damage. So in total, that's around 245,000 damage. Now, if you want to make this even more overpowered, you could go ahead and go over to Gilgamesh. And I don't know what this Mangekyo Eye really is. It might be like a craftable for extra damage, or maybe used for another unit, but it is a relic, so I'm guessing it just does more damage with the UCHIHA units. But moving that aside, the thing that you probably want to go for is this right here, the Miracle Timepiece. Now, if you weren't here for the Black Clover update, what this basically does is that it's randomized, by the way, for every other relic out there, but for me, for every 39.6 seconds, the next magic attack will deal 93% extra true damage. Meaning, if I put this on my Metal Knight, it'll do 205,000 times 95%, which is an extra 194,000 every time this relic procs. So in total, that's like almost 400,000 every time it hits, which is just insane. So put this on your main unit, buy the tomoes, and then you should be able to get any raid done in no time. And if you add good traits like unique and Godspeed, divine, celestial, anything like that, it'll just make it even more overpowered. And by the way, I do recommend using the Discord like I said earlier. And if you are powerful enough, find a team to do the final confrontation 3 times until it refreshes again, and then do it again over and over again every single day until you get a bunch of tomoes, a bunch of these relic shards, and SHUSUI if you can. But if this is already done, go ahead and go for the Snake of 8 Branches, which is the one behind it. It's just a little less, but it is unlimited, so it's still pretty nice. And that's basically it. We'll see if the Mangekyo Sharingan is actually very useful. It most likely is, but besides that, good luck grinding and have fun.